All right, we've got camp set up. You know how we want it. I did just a real quick plow point shelter. The weather tonight's supposed to be coming out of the southeast. So obviously that's more towards the the back of my shelter over there is facing that direction. And in any time you're going to stay out in the woods, you want to make sure wherever you're going to be sleeping for the night, you don't have deadfall, old broken limbs, things like that above the area where you're going to be sleeping, and even hanging out near the fire for that matter as well. The fact that there's going to be some rain and there's going to be a little bit of wind tonight, anywhere between maybe 10 and 17 mile an hour, I definitely want to make sure that there's nothing up ahead. Overhead, I'm sorry. So the area is also rich in resources that require me not to have to use any tools. So there's a lot of wood that I have just hand gathered and broken in the crotch of a tree over here, and that's nice to have that nearby as well. There is hemlock, and that's very good use, kindling. So no tools necessary for this. And then there's some hardwood kindling that I usually put on top of something like that, and this happens to be maple. And there's a birch tree nearby. As a matter of fact, there's several nearby, and they have nice deep curls and everything there. So as I've explained before, here is my long fire, if you will, at least how I like to roll with it. And I have these logs set up because as the logs burn, as the fire burns, the back of the logs get heavier and they want to roll away from the fire. Many times I'll stake these down. Here I don't have to because I put this stick right here to prevent it from rolling back, and the natural way that this has a crook in it here will prevent it from rolling out. So I want to get the fire going. The way I look at it is I probably have, maybe just another 45 minutes or an hour before things start getting a little dark. I picked a southwest facing slope so I can get the most of the setting sun. So if I was on the other side, of course it's going to get dark much sooner. I'm sort of down in a ravine, and the creek is to my back right now. Found a spot where there's some creek chubs and things like that out there, and hopefully we can find some bait, and we'll be able to maybe get a fish to throw in the mess kit. And I just got a new little mess kit the other day. Just a cheap one, maybe for like $5. But for what I use it for, I'm hoping to get a lot of use out of it. So it's not that I want to really start a raging fire right now, but I want to get it going good enough right now where I can throw some bigger pieces on, let it smolder just a little bit, and be able to walk away and go and do some other things. Excuse me. And just and still come back to something that can be brought back to life easily, or many times it doesn't really even need to be brought back to life that much, depending on how long you're away. But I don't want to have to come back every 15 minutes to restoke something. As I said, it's nice though to get these little things out of the way. We're just doing a little bit of cooking. It's nothing really intense. We just have some ramen noodles. So no real good camp cooking is going to happen tonight, but it's going to be good enough. We've got some other snacks and goodies, and we had a good lunch as well. So dinner tonight can be a little light, and it looks like we'll probably be packing up in the rain. And we're probably a couple miles deep right now. So, it should be a good hour walk out of here. But we have our ponchos, and we're ready to go. Should be an amazing time. So stay tuned, and I'm sure we'll have more.